Today on RB's Toy Box, we're going to take a close look at some different products that you can buy off of Etsy for your Ghostbusters Proton Pack from Spirit Halloween. Stay tuned. Welcome back to RB's Toy Box for another quick review / installation of some more parts for your 80%er Ghostbusters pack here from, of course, Spirit Halloween. Now, in the previous video, we put on this wonderful little ion rod right here, and I showed you how I would put it on with the different screws. You get to decide whether you want to do that or hot glue it or whatever, but in this case, that's what I did. This time, we're going to put on this little guy right here. So if you did what RB's Toy Box did and you went through and you mounted in a speaker system for this particular unit and then put an amplifier and everything in it, which I've got the volume knob over here on the side, and I have two 4-inch speakers coming out the back. Super loud, super cool, wake up some people when you're walking into your cosplay and they don't know where the music's coming from. It's pretty wild. But you've got to, you don't got to get, but I mean, it makes it noticeable when on these Spirit Halloweens you have this speaker hole right here that you're not using anymore. So you can get one of these from Great Scott, and then put one of these on here, and it fits laser perfect to the front. I'm going to turn this off real quick. We're going to do a close-up here on this where you can see how this fits so perfectly inside of here that it's going to take just a little bitty bit to get it to hook up. Now, let's talk options. Option number one for securing is you can hot glue this on. That's option number one. Option number two, you can put a couple of pinholes in here and screw it on. Not a fan of that option. Option number three is a thin layer of double stick tape. I wouldn't recommend the foam 3N tape because this fits so tight and so perfect, I don't think it would look good. You want this to be just as flat as possible so it fits nice and cleanly on there to where unless they go looking for it, they're honestly not going to see it. Now, a quick little ID on this particular little guy right here from Great Scott. It has a little bit of texturing on it where it was laser printed. You can probably use a really, really high grit sandpaper and kind of pull that through there to pull some of those lines out that you see on that. With a little bit of that light fracture, you can see it. Just like that. So that's what you would do. If you're going to be painting these anyway and you're going to be putting your texturing on there, probably doesn't matter that much. You're going to sand it anyway. But if you're going to put it on raw, which is still fine, then you want to make sure again that you put it on with a really, really thin. Matter of fact, this fits so tightly, I honestly think you could get away with just like some double-sided Scotch tape. I'm going to be honest. It fits that closely. Now, I don't have that, so I'm going to use hot glue. Now, if you're going to use hot glue, there's 3 different places that you're going to want to do that. One of them down here at the bottom, right underneath the speaker. One of them right over here on the side, and the other right here over on the other side. Just a dot. And you want that glue to heat up in your hot glue gun to where, you've turned it on for like 5 minutes because you want it to be like dripping hot and messy. Because when you go to put this on, you want it to adhere and adhere flat. If this is kind of cooled down before you apply this, it's going to look, it's going to have a gap in it. You don't want that. You want it to be flat, flat, flat. And the only way to do that is with hot glue. So let's take a closer look here as we just stick this on. Then you've got your install, and then we'll move to the next product. Let's get going. All right, now we're ready. We got our hot glue gun. It's nice and hot for hot glue. And then we're gonna just literally put 3 ... right? And then immediately, I mean super fast, put this on here. Matter of fact, give me a second. I'm gonna pop this fan down a little bit. I don't want it blowing on my glue. Making it too hot or too cool too fast. All right, and like I said, because it's, you know, hot glue gets cool fast. And when it does, it gets thick fast. So you want to put a very thin layer, thin, apply, press flat, hold it on there. You want to squish it. I mean, squish it flat in there. Squish, 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 squish. Give it just enough time for it to cool down. And you're done. That's it. I mean, literally, move this back. You're done. I mean, that is all it takes. You know, you might have a little bit of these glue strings laying around. You got to pull off of there. Once that completely cools down, it's on there. And if you ever want to take it off because it's hot glue, you can take it off. It's not like super glue or something. Now, make sure you're liking and subscribing there for RB's Toy Box. We want to build up the RB's Toy Box family and get a lot of more review videos out, get a lot of install videos out, because getting some of these cool parts from Etsy and eBay to upgrade your Proton Pack or other systems that you've got coming out or working with, they always don't have good instructions. So this hopefully will help you make your Ghostbusters Proton Pack the very best it can be. Cue on that music. We'll see you next time on RB's Toy Box.